Take a drive around Cleveland, Ohio, and you'll notice two things in abundance: warehouses and sleepy retail spaces.
You've got a lot of vacant land sitting there that's not generating taxes for the county. Anytime a property of that size is abandoned and not being used, it's a problem.
But today, the industrial sector is moving to claim that valuable land. The e-commerce giant Amazon is planning an expansion in the state of Ohio. Two of their newest facilities will occupy land that previously featured shopping malls. One is at the former site of the Randall Park Mall. Another will rest on land previously occupied by the Euclid Square Mall. These acquisitions mark a shift in the real estate market. As brick-and-mortar retailers continue to close, Amazon is among those industrial players who are looking to snap up that real estate. So, why is Amazon so keen to buy the malls that they help put out of business? For starters, lots of free space. Amazon's fulfillment centers are enormous. Their footprints can reach to hundreds of thousands or even millions of square feet. The suburban shopping malls built in the late 20th century similarly were quite large. For example, the Euclid Square Mall occupied about 650,000 square feet of land. The Amazon Fulfillment Center in Euclid is larger, spanning roughly 855,000 square feet.
It's a large site. There are not very many sites that large available in Northeast Ohio.
Fulfillment centers need that extra space. They store products for small businesses who want to sell their wares on the Amazon platform. According to the fulfillment supplier ShipBob, this gives smaller businesses greater delivery abilities without the headache of a massive operations expansion. Meanwhile, Amazon gets to offer more options for quick delivery to customers. Reason number 2, malls were typically built near large population centers. Amazon is rapidly expanding fulfillment centers to get packages into your hands faster. This is done by storing goods closer to centers of population.
Consumers, you and me, have become accustomed to getting whatever we want from an online purchase very, very quickly. And the problem with that is that in the places people live, there tend not to be very many warehouses.
Check out this map of Amazon's new Ohio locations. Now, I'm going to add population density data. The darker the color, the more people live here. You can see it. The fulfillment centers are on the outskirts of notable metro areas.
We're an inner-ring suburb of Cleveland. We're located just east of the city of Cleveland.
When the American suburbs were developed in the mid-20th century, malls were designed as centerpiece hubs of life. They were built as close to the residential population as possible. For example, the residential communities in Euclid are just a short drive away from the old Euclid Square Mall site. Because land uses are typically separated here, malls weren't typically built inside the boundaries of residential neighborhoods. They were instead built near highway interchanges, which brings us to another major reason why malls can make great fulfillment centers: proximity to the highway.
The Euclid Square Mall site is located pretty much right in the center of the city of Euclid. It was built in the late 70s. I think that was a trend, trying to locate malls close to freeways, basically.
Fulfillment centers are only a stop along the journey for any Amazon delivery. Packages can leave fulfillment centers and head straight to the post office, or to a nearby sortation center to complete the final leg of its journey. According to CBRE Group, shortening the distance of this last mile will make for faster, cheaper delivery. So, proximity to major arterial roads and highway exits can make for efficient business. Further, shopping malls typically boast prominent stops along major bus routes. This can translate to better access, especially for lower-income workers who may not have the means to afford personal transport. Reason number 4, infrastructure is already in place. Any mall development will already have sewer, water, and gas lines.
The main advantage is they can move more quickly, and they can be up and running faster. Most of everything else that was needed was already in place.
In the case of the Euclid Mall, the site borders 2 rail lines, which Amazon is currently not using, but could easily begin to if it wanted. Amazon's acquisition of 2 malls in Northeast Ohio ties in with a bigger trend. Analysis from CBRE Group reveals 23 similar transfers from brick-and-mortar retail space to new industrial uses across the country.
We've had an extraordinary demand cycle since the recession ended in 2010. Industrial real estate tends to do very well in economic expansionary periods. And the way an e-commerce supply chain is built, it requires significantly more real estate. It tends to require it in more locations, which has absorbed almost all of the available supply in the market. There's demand for industrial warehouse space in places that warehouse spaces just do not exist.
The CBRE analysis shows 7.9 million square feet of retail converting into 10.9 million square feet of industrial space. That new development reflects a major change in the way that we buy, sell, live, and work.